Okay. I'm just trying to figure this out, y'all. Hold on. That's what's up. I don't know what that button do. But that's okay. Okay. Today is, what's today? Tuesday, August 10th, 2021. And I'm feeling real good today. I'm feeling real blessed. I'm feeling happy for the most part. First, one of the major things that I'm so grateful for in my life right now is my support system. I am so grateful for the people who help me, who guide me, who talk to me, who, help me figure this thing out called life, because I'm just now learning, not just now learning, but in the past few years, I'm definitely learning that you cannot do it alone. There's no such thing as being successful doing it by yourself. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who, loves me far and near, who supports me. I appreciate y'all. Most definitely. I appreciate y'all. But today I want to talk about something a little bit more closer to home. Play on words, if you will. I want to talk about being at peace at home, or making your home peaceful. Because it just dawned on me, not everybody knows how to, or not everybody knows the different levels of protecting your home, of keeping your home peaceful, of keeping your home clean, of keeping your home protected. So today I just want to talk on that, or speak about that, because it's super important, especially if you ever plan on being successful, is to, it's very important for you to be at peace in your own home, in your own dwelling. If you can't be at peace at home, then where can you be at peace at? What are you really doing with your life? That's what I really want to know. For those of you who don't have peace at home, how does that, how does it make you feel? Where are you at in your life to where you don't have peace at home? I'm very curious to know that. I'm also giving out free readings today. I'm not going to advertise that, but if you happen to tune in and you're listening, I'm giving out free readings, free natal chart readings. So definitely want to comment, leave a comment, your birthday, and if you know at the time you were born, and just whatever topic you want to talk about, whether it be career, money, love, I'm here. But hold on, let me close this door because I'm doing laundry and I can hear the dryer going. Okay, so my angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, thank you for this day. Thank you for this message. Thank you for my peace of mind. Please continue to love me, guide me, bless me, protect me, support me, speak to me and through me as I journey on my path. I share. So why do you need peace at home? Well, for starters, like I said before, if you don't have peace at home, if you can't feel comfortable at home, what are you doing? What is really happening? You have to feel safe. You have to be secure. You have to be able to be you while you're at home. That's imperative. I think it's the root chakra. I'm not too versed on chakras, but I think it is the root chakra where you are, you have your base emotions. So you have your survival, you have your food, water, and shelter. Those are the basics. And if you don't have the basics where you live at, then you can't ring up the ladder. You can't go any higher. If you don't feel, if you hungry, if you don't have nowhere to live, if you struggling like that, you definitely need to take care of that. And home is where you take care of that. If you can't do that at home, then you are not going to be able to thrive. And to be able to thrive, your home should be a safe place for you to express yourself. So, verbally, if you can't express yourself verbally at home, why not? What's that blockage and how can you fix that? That's what I'm here for. I'm all about solutions. I love talking about, this, that, and the third, or people talk about problems all the time, but what's the solution? What are we actually doing to, remove those blockages? What are we actually doing to solve those problems? So, if you ever got an issue, ever got an issue and you want to come to me for help, definitely solution oriented. So definitely just always always be thinking about what's the solution. Also, to thrive, your emotions have to be intact. It's hard enough dealing with an anxiety attack or panic attacks by themselves, but if you have an anxiety attack or a panic attack while you're at home, what happens? Like, I don't know if y'all ever had one, but I've had panic attacks before, and it's just a rush of emotion, a rush of energy just there lingering, this is what I feel after it's over. I don't know, has anyone else felt that, to where you have a traumatic situation and you could just feel like, damn, I really just lost my shit in this bathroom? Has anybody else felt that before? Is that just me? Okay. So yeah, you have to be able to thrive and to have moments like that in a safe space. So, for example, this is one of the reasons why you want to clear your house, or this is one of the reasons why you want to clean and clear your house. When you have a traumatic experience like that, when you have some messed up things happen to you in your home, that energy stays around, that energy lingers. It just don't go away. I mean, it may dissipate with time, but it's very imperative for you to clean that off. So for example, if you and your partner or you and your mom had an argument in the kitchen, or if someone did some goofy shit in the kitchen a year ago and you still ain't cleared out the kitchen, that shit still lingers, and you might not feel it, but energetically it's there. So that's just some reasons why you would definitely want to clean and clear your house. And also you need, when you're at home, is it just me? But when I'm at home, that's like my best place to plot and plan. That's like the best place ever to, formulate my plan for success. How I'm gonna get from point A to point B to point C. And if you can't do that while you're at home, then you're gonna always feel stuck. You're gonna always feel like you're going in circles. You're gonna be mentally confused. It's just not going to be conducive for you getting at that situation. So if your home life is in a fucked up type of situation and you do need to get out, maybe formulating and plotting, planning at home ain't for you. Maybe you need to go somewhere else and do that. Like I said, because if you can't express yourself, if you can't, clearly think, if you don't have that mental clarity when you're at home, then you need to get up out that, remove yourself from that situation, at least temporarily, and find somewhere peaceful and quiet to think, and to just to be, just to figure out what you want to do. But the most important reason, and this is near and dear to my heart, the most important reason why you want to keep a peaceful home is for these kids. The children are the future. And I know I've said that many, many times, but that's something I'm going to parrot forever and ever and ever. The children, they don't call it the formative years for nothing. These are tiny people that you are formulating, you're molding into adults. So if you have a child and they're constantly living in chaos, they're constantly arguing, they're constantly hearing just crazy shit going around. You're constantly moving, you constantly getting evicted. It's just always something. You don't provide any stability for that child. I mean, that's a train wreck waiting to happen. Is it not? You have to provide a sense of peace for your kids. You have to provide a sense of stability for your kids. And this to me is the most important because, I got a lot of kids, and I plan on having at least two or three of them actively taking care of me when I get in my upper years, or at least financially supporting me. So for it is imperative for me as a mother to just do my best to give them the best possible atmosphere ever, and that includes a peaceful home. That is so valuable, not only to children, but to your spouse, to your family, to everybody. You need a peaceful home. You have to be a good example. You have to show them a good example of what harmony is, of what love is. You have to show them what it's like to, come home and talk to their parents and, have that dialogue. That's very important for children, that peaceful atmosphere, waking up, not necessarily with no noise, but having them being able to wake up for school and not hear screaming and yelling. I know that sounds normal for some, but a lot of people wake up with gospel music blazing, or they wake up to Maury on the TV, or wake up to news on the TV, and that's just not okay. You shouldn't be exposing your kids or exposing yourself to stuff like that early in the morning when you first wake up. That's common sense for me, but they say common sense is not so common. So that's just some of the reasons why I'm about to go over why you need to clean and clear and protect, fortify your space in your home so you can have a peaceful home. Okay, so there are 3 levels. There are 3 levels to clearing your space. So the first level is what a lot of people do. I won't say everybody, because there is a show called Hoarders for a reason, but everybody knows that you're supposed to physically clean your space. You're supposed to do the dishes. You're supposed to mop. You're supposed to vacuum, straighten up, dust, wipe stuff off, bleach, pine sol, all that good stuff. You're supposed to physically clean your space. That's why they say cleanliness is next to godliness. They don't say that for no reason. When you clean, like when you physically clean, it just makes you feel better. That the aromas from the not chemicals, but from the pine sol and the bleach, they make me feel better. I don't know about y'all, but they definitely make me feel better. So that is like the first step. You got to clean, because when you're living in a dirty house, you cannot think clearly. I don't care what nobody says. If it's dishes piled up, it's clothes everywhere, it's dirty diapers everywhere. Oh, that's so disgusting. It's dirty diapers everywhere. It's just chaos and mess. You cannot be your best self. And I literally think that people who are constantly have a dirty house, or their house is always kind of weird or it stinks, there's something going on internally, either in their heart or in their mind. Not saying that they are mentally ill, but that for people who have their house dirty all the time, there's something going on there that I'm not too sure what it is, but it's something not right, because it's something so unnatural about living in a filthy place. That's just not okay. So if you do know somebody like that whose house is always dirty, you should definitely check on them in a you should check on them like in a more sensitive space, because it may be something going on extra that you might not know about. So that's what you need to, that's the first step to clearing your home, is mopping. Clean the fridge out. You should be cleaning your fridge out at least once per month. I do it once per month, but that's because I've been having a lot of stuff to do. It's been hectic around here, but I know some people clean there twice a month, but I clean mine once a month. You should clean your stove out at least once every 6 months. You should be mopping the floors at least once a week. You should be vacuuming the carpet at least a couple times a week, especially if you got kids like I do. These are just basic everyday things. I don't know if you guys are familiar with feng shui, but feng shui has a lot to do with how the energy flows in your house. So for example, if you have a basket of laundry sitting in front of your door, like blocking the entrance to your door or making it hard for you to get in and out, that's what they call a feng shui faux pas. We don't do that, because everything is symbolic. Everything has intention, right? So if you have this basket of dirty laundry, if you have this basket of dirty laundry blocking your door, what does that say about your life? You're going to have dirty shit blocking your blessings, or you're going to have, all kind of blockages to your money. You're going to have blockages to, success. So whenever you have any physical blockages in your house, pay attention to that. If you're not able to open your door easily back and forth, you need to do whatever it is. Put some grease on the hinges or something. I don't know, but that's a feng shui faux pas. So definitely get that together. But that is the first level of keeping a peaceful home, is to keep a clean home. Like I said, because they don't have that show hoarders for no reason. That gives me anxiety watching that shit. The second level that a lot of people, I've been hearing a lot of fear mongering about this, is clearing your home. Cleaning your home and clearing your home are two different things. You clear your home physically by getting rid of like clutter, hoarding, getting rid of stuff you don't use anymore, getting rid of things, old papers, books. If it's just been sitting there for a year, you really don't need it. You know what I'm saying? So get rid of that stuff. And then also you want to energetically clear your home by saging. Now, I know it's a lot of hoopla about if you don't sage your house right, then you could let bad spirits in. And to me, that just sounds like some bullshit, because at the end of the day, I feel like everybody needs to sage your house. Everybody needs a house blessing. Everybody needs a home clearing when you move in and when you move out. When you go into a new place, you definitely need to be clearing that house before you move all your stuff in, because you never know what happened. So a personal story, this house I'm living in now, it's a pretty decent sized house, and I love this house. When I moved in, I didn't feel any type of negative energy or anything like that. But I want to say like a month or two after we moved in, that's when weird stuff started to happen. But what's crazy? I cleared this house, but maybe we didn't clear it good enough, because like just weird stuff used to start happening. Like the shower would just turn on by itself. Just water just start dripping in the bathroom, and it was just upstairs. And then I started asking my neighbors, I'm like, who lived in this house before we did, or what happened in this house, before we moved in. And the little girl across the street said that she used to see an old woman looking out of the window. And even the other nosy ass neighbor across the street said some goofy shit. I don't even remember what she said, but it just, she said enough to get me alarmed. So I was like, okay, dang, I got a ghost in my house. Boom. So what I did, I took my sage, I took my Palo Santo, I took my Florida water, and I saged my whole house. Now, I know people get a bad rap, or some things get a bad rap talking about as witchcraft and all and stuff like that. But to me, it's all about your intention. If you take some sage and you're saying, bless this home, I remove any negative energy in and out of this home. I remove any negative energy, anything that is not for me, anything that is here to cause harm to me or my loved ones. I remove you. Be gone, be gone, be gone. In Jesus' name, in God's name, in Spirit's name, whatever your, intention is, whoever you pray to, it's all about your attention. How can something be evil if it's for the good of the all? If it's for the good of the people, if it's going to give you clarity, if it's going to give you peace of mind, how could it be witchcraft? How could it be evil? That just never makes sense to me. So when you feel like you have something going on in your house, like I did, you definitely want to hit that sage. If you don't want to use sage, you can also use resin. I like using resin because it's just a different alternative. So the resin I use is like dragon's blood. I use copal. What's the other one? Oh, a good one. If you're Christian, you can use frankincense and myrrh, because that's the one that they used in the Bible. If you don't feel comfortable using sage, you could just use frankincense and myrrh, and that's a really good one. That's actually it clears negative energy and it blesses at the same time. So that's a good one to use if you don't want to use sage, and that's for clearing spaces where you cried, where you've been angry, where you've been sad, where you had, fear, panic attacks, anxiety attacks, arguments, abuse. That's not pretty much, but those are the main reasons you will want to energetically clear your house. if you and your husband stay arguing in the kitchen, what do you think is going to happen when you go to prepare food? You know, what do you think is going to happen if y'all constantly arguing, or you just had a big nasty argument in the bedroom? Yeah, you think that sex is going to be good, or you think it's going to be lingering around when, you know, when y'all start to make up? You know, you have to clear your house, because even though you might consciously decide like, okay, I'm cool, I'm over it, that's done, it's you know, that's no longer a problem. You still have to get that energy out. So when I sage, I hit the corners. You got to hit every corner. And I know I'm not complaining. I am not complaining, but my house is kind of large for me. And it takes time to go from room to room to room, but I promise you, you have to be patient in doing that. So when you do that, definitely make sure you got a fireproof container, because you don't want to set nothing on fire. You don't want to set your carpet on fire. You don't want to get black marks in your carpet like I got right now. I know, I'm going to get it together. You want to definitely get a fireproof container and just hit the sage in each corner of your house. So just imagine this is your fireproof container. I should do a video on doing that. But just imagine this is the container. This is your sage. You're just holding it, you know. Hit the corners. I am blessed. I am peaceful. I am happy. You know, we are protected. You hit every corner of that house. Hit every room, and make sure you open up your windows. Make sure you open up your doors, and make sure you keep a broom nearby, because that fire detector might go off. Most definitely, it might go off. So definitely make sure you keep a broom ready, just in case you gotta, cut off that fire detector. Did I miss anything? Oh, yeah. So after you hit the sage, after you done sage the whole house is smoky, you done open up the doors and the windows, and you done let all that shit out. Now you need to follow it up with some Palo Santo or some sweetgrass, because when you follow it up with like Palo Santo, I mean, it's cool if you want to clear your space with Palo Santo, but Palo Santo is more for like blessings. Palo Santo is to bring in a good energy. Palo Santo is for, you know, support, and sweetgrass too. Another thing of what I do is I put some Florida water in a spray bottle. Matter of fact, do I have any on here? No, I don't. I put some Florida water in a spray bottle, and I just spray it around my house, just like a mist, just like some Febreze. Because if you're not familiar with the effects of Florida water, it does the same thing. It clears all that energy out, and it blesses the home at the same time. So you definitely want to get you some Palo, sweetgrass, or Florida water. You know, another thing that I've been trying lately is putting jasmine in, mix it with some water and mix it with some oil and spraying it around the house. Now, jasmine, oh my God, I love the smell of jasmine. Jasmine is so good for bringing in love. I mean, just love in general. Love from your family, love from a partner, from a relationship, you know, just support in general. And you know what? Make me want to hit the jasmine. For real. Because just smelling essential oils just puts me in a like whole different space, a whole different mindset. It definitely helps you to, what's going on with that candle over there? It definitely helps me to kind of like get my bearings back and understand, or keep, you know, understand what's important and what's not, and just throw the rest of that shit out. So yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That jasmine. Matter of fact, let me. I need to go ahead and hit my purse up with some jasmine. Jasmine is really good for money blessings too. If you ain't know, you wanna if you never wanna be broke, put you some jasmine, a little drop of jasmine on $100 bill, and pray over it. Put a little incantation on it, and put that $100 bill in your purse. And don't spend it. That's not spending money. This is magic money. Don't spend it, but put it in your purse or put it in your wallet, and you'll never be broke. I promise that vibration. You will, at least, if anything, physically, you will always have $100. You will always have a little honey bun sitting there. You know, I know it didn't get close to times where I almost had to spend that $100, but I ain't never had to spend it, and I'm so grateful for that. So the third level of clearing your or creating a peaceful home is fortifying and protecting your space. What does that mean? Fortifying and protecting. You ever had somebody come over your house and they was just in a funky attitude, or they had a funky attitude, they was in a funky mood, and they you kept saying like, what's wrong? They didn't tell you, or they just feeling some type of way. Yeah, that shit lingers. That stuff lingers at your house. So if you ever like got into it with somebody at your house, fortifying and protecting can block out all that. Let me tell y'all a story though. This is what I do. Now this is like real life what I do for my home. I created this personalized brick dust where I added like bricks. I went to St. Louis and I got some real deal bricks and I crushed them up into a fine powder, and I added some protective herbs around there too, and just mixed it up and prayed over it, put my incantation over it and everything, right? And I sprinkled it around the perimeter of my house, the outside perimeter, around the windowsills and things like that. And when I did that, nobody wanted to come to my house. Now, I can't say nobody. Other people did come to my house. It was just the people who were talking about me behind my back that didn't want to come to my house. It was the people who make themselves enemies of mine that didn't want to come to my house. It was people who didn't have my best interest at heart that didn't want to come to my house. So that is like one spell that I definitely stand by, that brick dust, that brick powder protection, because it keeps out all that bullshit. It's like a brick wall to the bullshit from the outside. You don't want to deal with that. This is if you don't want to deal with that. Now, if you love drama and you love, all that craziness and confusion, this ain't for you. But if you want to keep your home peaceful, which is what this video is about, then you would definitely want to get you some brick dust and some protective herbs and place it around the perimeter of your house. Because at one point I was like, damn, this shit working a little too good. My mama don't want to come over. My mama just started talking crazy, and I'm like, bro, we was just cool like 2 weeks ago. Now you don't want to come on my house, but it works. I'm just saying it works. If you ever need to protect your house, use some brick dust. Also, if you want to protect your home, you can place salt. I heard you could place salt in the corners of the home. I've never done that, but I hear a lot of people talking about that. And then also just pray over your house. That's a big thing. So just building off that, just praying. So when I'm staging my home, when I'm clearing my home energetically and physically cleaning, when I'm physically cleaning, I say, I am removing any energy or entity that is not here for my highest good. Anything malevolent or seeks to do me harm, be gone. This home is protected. My children are protected. My finances are protected. My health is protected. My family is protected. My resources are protected. We are love. We are peace. We are successful. We are joy. We are abundant. We are happy. We embrace prosperity. We embrace abundance. We embrace love. This home is full of good vibes and good energy. This home is full of laughter. And I just repeat that in each room, because you want to infuse your home with that good energy. After you didn't clear all that shit out, all that goofy shit out, then you want to infuse your home with that love, that peace, that success, because that's what we want, right? We want to be happy in our homes. We want to be joyful in our homes. We want to be healthy. You know what I'm saying? So you have to infuse your homes with that type of energy. And then I just say, Ashe, let it clear out and go on about my business. I might even take a nap. Shit. You never know. So yeah, that's pretty much the 3 levels of keeping a clear home. Did I forget anything? Hey, I went through that pretty quick. No, I don't think I forgot anything. So yeah, I wouldn't touch on the outside, keeping a clear home on the outside, but I think it's pretty much all encompassing. You definitely just want to keep your yard clear, keep any trash, any clutter, keep the trash cans closed so raccoons can get in your trash can. You know, that's what I'm dealing with now. These damn raccoons. So yeah. Oh, animal spirit guides. That is a good way to keep your home protected too. So, what I do, I love rabbits, and in my neighborhood there are a lot of rabbits running around and things like that. So, I keep a rabbit on my front porch, and I keep a rabbit on the stove because rabbits symbolize creativity, fertility, abundance, just openness, being quick. You know, definitely got to keep the rabbits on deck. So I keep one on my front porch. I keep one on my stove. Just as a reminder. I don't know. Some people like dogs. You know, I'm allergic to dogs and cats, so I can't keep, you know, real animals in the house. But I definitely am open. Those definitely bring in money, especially if you are the type of person that's attracted to animals and children. You definitely want to keep small pets around. Yeah, that's the thing. I think I hit all my points, y'all. I think I hit all my points. Let me think. Let me go through my house and see how else I keep this thing peaceful. Oh, yeah. Oh, snap. Okay. So, yep. If you have any questions, you want to hit me up about how to keep a peaceful home, or if you are, you know, looking for ways to just improve your life in general, go ahead and hit me up. I think I'm going to start doing free readings, free natal chart readings. I'm not too sure yet because I did a few the other day and I absolutely fell in love with the process all over again. So if you need a natal chart reading, definitely hit me up. I think next I'm going to teach on Mars in your natal chart, and Mercury. Ooh, or maybe I should do Mars and Saturn. Y'all let me know. What should I do? Do y'all want to hear about Mars in your natal chart? You know, how you need to watch your mouth? You know, how the places you can get in trouble, or do you want to talk about Mercury and how you communicate with others? I'm leaning towards Mars and Mercury versus Mars and Saturn, because not a lot of people want to you know, learn how to be disciplined. That is a very unattractive topic, but I feel like it's important though. You need to learn how to be disciplined, especially when you got kids, especially when you're building a life, especially when you're trying to be successful. Discipline is essential. You cannot be successful without discipline. Okay, so yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. The kids are about to come home from school, so I hope you guys have a great day. And Ashe.